Okay, thank you for allowing me to join this conference. In this occasion, I would like to present our research about the future projection in rainfall, temperature, and solar radiation in Sumatra Island under climate change scenario. As we all know that the global climate has been changing in recent decades, and this trend is expected to continue. Climate change projection is substantial to assess change in climate parameter and to know how it will affect to the critical sector like agriculture, water resources, environment, health, infrastructure, and livelihood. And Sumatra has the second largest rice field in Indonesia that has an important role in food security. That's why this study aimed to assess the projected change in rainfall, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and solar radiation over Sumatra. And this research is a preliminary study to prepare future climate projection data for analyzing rice productivity over Sumatra and identify which part of Sumatra will be vulnerable to the food security in terms of the rice productivity. So we identify the change in rainfall, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and solar radiation using three model of Cordex C output for historical data and under two emission scenario RCP 4.5 and RCP 8.5, and the data the analysis is described by blockplot on seasonal basis, rainy season and dry season, and the blockplot will compare to the historical period, and the change of the rainfall, temperature, and solar radiation is calculated for each grid for each model and will be presented by map. And this is the result of our research by the blockplot. The rainfall projection did not show significant change to the historical with an average value up to 190 millimeter per month for any scenario. And similar condition also seen in solar radiation, no significant value of projection to the historical, and with the average value is about 8 megajoule per meter square and per day. And this is the result for temperature. The minimum temperature and maximum temperature are projected will increase for all model under both scenario, and projected will increase in average about 0.8 until 1.1 degrees Celsius. And both scenario will experience an increasing for maximum temperature, except the maximum temperature projected by HUDGAM under RCP 8.5 it showed decreasing, and an average increase in maximum temperature for all model is about 0.7 for RCP 4.8, 4.5, and 0.9 for RCP 8.5 for RCM then and C0. And this is the spatial distribution projected change of rainfall. We can see that the CNRM and CSIRO projected the rainfall will decrease and increase over Sumatra under both scenario, with decreasing value up to 1 to 200 millimeter per month, and will increase about 1 to 100 millimeter per month. But HADCAM show higher decreasing for both scenario over southern of Sumatra. And this is the change for minimum temperature. The minimum temperature is projected will decrease and increase for all models. The decrease will be reach the value up to 0.1 to 1 degree Celsius. Also in an increasing about 0.1 to 100 degrees Celsius in most part of Sumatra, but some small part of Sumatra show increasing reach value of 2 degrees Celsius. And this is the spatial distribution for the maximum temperature change in the future. The maximum temperature is also projected will decrease or increase for all model, and both scenario. Decreasing will reach the value up to 0.1 to 1 degree Celsius, and an increase about 0.1 to 2 degrees Celsius. And but under RCP 8.5, the HADCAM show a higher increase value reach 3 degrees Celsius. For solar radiation is projected homogeneously decrease in an average about 0.1 to 2 megajoule per meter square per day, but C0 revealed the higher decrease of 3 megajoule, and it's seen over South Aceh, Nagan Raya, and West Aceh. But an increasing change is consistently show about 1 megajoule per meter square per day in almost part of Sumatra. As the conclusion of this study, the blockbot analysts describe an insignificant change in rainfall and solar radiation under both scenario for all model, but the minimum temperature and maximum temperature are projected to increase in average range of 0.7 to 1.1 degrees Celsius. Under both scenario, RCP 4.5 and 8.5, rainfall is projected to increase, also decrease over different part of Sumatra for both season, rainy and dry season. A higher decrease of rainfall is projected by HADCAM over southern of Sumatra. The spatial distribution projected change of minimum and maximum temperature in both seasons reveal an increase and decrease about 0.1 to 1 degrees Celsius over a different part of Sumatra under both scenario. But HADCAM show a higher decreasing in maximum temperature under RCP 8.5, reaching value 3.3 degrees Celsius over certain Sumatra. The solar radiation is projected homogeneously decrease in an average range 0.1 to 2 megajoule per meter square per day, but over east coast of Sumatra, solar radiation seemed to increase about 0.1 to 1 megajoule per meter per day under both emission scenario for a rainy and dry season. This study provide basic information in Sumatra area, which part will be vulnerable to the climate change. So we expect policymaker can take action to develop climate change adaptation and mitigation strategy over Sumatra by the result of this study. I think that all, and thank you.